Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be drawing lips, so we're gonna get started with that here shortly. But something I always like to do whenever I focus on one thing, especially with my lips, just because I can, is put on some lipstick. If you're a guy, who cares? You know, if you want to do it, whatever. I'd say go ahead for it. If you're a girl and you have some lipstick, go ahead, put that on, and I'll meet you by the drawing studio. Okay, so the first thing that you're gonna do is kind of make the basic shapes of the lips. So there's 3 shapes and 1 line. So the line is gonna go in the middle, like so. And then you're gonna have 2 circles on top and then 1 big one on the bottom. So this is gonna be your top lip, your bottom lip. So in your top lip, you've got 2 circles right next to each other. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then you've got a big one on the bottom. Again, doesn't have to be perfect, just going for the basic shape. So this is gonna help you because you can use this line as the place where both of your lips meet. Right there. And then you can use it to form the basic shapes of the mouth. Like here you're gonna have like a little bit of like a, it kind of goes up. And then you use that to like connect it to the other side. And here you're gonna be rounded out a little bit. And I know right now it does not look like lips at all, but that's because we're just in the first stages. And again, I am using like just a marker for this because you can't really see the pencil with the camera. Although I would definitely suggest to use this with a pencil because then you don't have to have different ones. You can just do everything on one and erase. So this is basically the basic shape of your lips themselves. But there is one more thing you have to get down before you move on to the next step, which would be this line here in the middle. So this is technically the only black line that you're supposed to have on your face whenever you draw, because it's the only opening really that you have. So this is the only spot when painting or like doing realistic things that people actually use like the color black, which a lot of artists don't use black just because it makes things very flat. You can also just use like darker like lip color, you know, to emphasize it. But basically I'm just gonna go as heavy as I want here because it is an opening, so it has to be the darkest part of the lips. But anyways, right where those 2 circles are, you're gonna kind of connect the middle part of each of those with just like a slight like smiley face curve, just a little one. And then for the rest of the portion of the lip here, you're gonna go like a frowny face curve. You can make based on what kind of lips you want, you can exaggerate it more, but I'm just gonna do like regular, like thin, like longer kind of line. Okay, so this will give the lips like the appearance of like the separation. And then you also have like the crease of your mouth. If you want them to smile, point it up. If you want it to be like a relaxed face, give it a little bit of a downward angle. Mine, I kind of went up. You can't really tell right now, but yeah. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is going to be taking the same things that you just did and shading it a little bit more, connecting some stuff. So we're gonna have your line, put your 2, I'm gonna do this really lightly. It's kind of hard to draw on this, but now I'm gonna start with the dark line just so that I know that that's gonna be like the darkest thing. And then another dark area is going to be the bottom of the lip, right underneath. There's also going to be a little bit of shading and a chin there. So you can add that in if it helps, like if it helps you like make it easier for you. And then you obviously are gonna have, you're gonna have like kind of a darker spot here too. The top of the lip though is pretty complex. It depends on the lighting, because you can have a strip of dark and then a strip of light, because the top of your lip kind of curves up. So I'm just gonna make this dark here. And then usually I start to see that happen when the sides come together, because they don't actually line up all the way. If you can see that the, let me see if I can focus this a little better. So this line isn't really connected to that line, just because again I want to make that like highlighted area later, and I am using a marker, so I can't just erase it or make it lighter, so I have to think about what my darkest places are and then go from the dark to the light instead of doing whatever I want, erasing where I want, and then going in like I would with a pencil. But it's kind of better if you establish like the crease of the actual lip, like the fold first, because then you can carry it out from there. And then this one kind of goes under it. But this part of your lip is going to be shaded anyway. So I'm gonna just come in here, coming up from the darkest part of the lip, I'm gonna create some shading. Now here in the corner there, it's all dark. And that is just because, you know, that's the crease where the darkness is. And then you're also gonna have a little bit here. And then we're just gonna go in here where it meets the top here. Give that a little bit more dimension. Oh, okay. So you can still kind of see the circle here. I'm just gonna kind of try to blend it into the rest of the lip. And then here, there's gonna be that part that connects to your nose, that part. So usually I just put like a cute little shade here, and that can be good enough. But the highlight that you see that's coming on the outside of this part, that's also gonna be right up in here. So you don't want to put any marks there. But you do, however, want to shade this area very lightly. Okay, that's what's gonna kind of give it the appearance of going up a little bit more. Now, if you're, I didn't really establish an angle of lighting for this yet, just because it's like a basic kind of like how to like shape of lips kind of thing, but you are gonna need to take that account with some things. Personally, I would like to leave like some light spots here and here, but we're gonna do that in the next one. So here we're gonna move on to the bottom of the lip. I'm gonna kind of bring this out a little bit more than it was. I'm mostly gonna do this side, just because I know that there's gonna be definitely a highlight around in here. So you just go in with it, you know, kind of make your pencil marks the same like shape of what you're drawing. So, yeah, but anyways, that's basically it. Yeah. Okay, thanks so much for watching. You guys have a great week. Keep living life, stay beautiful, and subscribe, like my channel, find me on Instagram, all that good stuff. Alright, and by the drawing studio, I literally mean my desk over there. Here we go. Here we go. I think that's gonna work. It's backwards.